I'm about 150 yards from the south wall of Dannemora. And I'm here to break the walking Fred out of prison so we can go hiking today. And I'm standing outside of Stewart's in Peru, New York, having ice cream in the middle of a hike. Stick around, see how I got here. Greetings, fellow hikers and outdoor adventurers. This is Makwa, and that is the trail name I use when I go hiking. Right now I'm outside the High Peaks Welcome Center on the Northway on our way to Lyon Mountain. The wheelman for this adventure is the Walking Fred, and our primary goal today is to knock out the CATS Northern Pathways Challenge. This is a brand spanking new challenge sponsored by CATS, which is an acronym for Champlain Area Trails. So we'll be up in the northeast corner of the Adirondacks today. Now, the Northern Pathways Challenge is a choose-your-own-adventure kind of activity that can easily be completed in one day. There are 5 trails to choose from, but you're only required to hike 3 in order to complete the challenge and get the patch. Our plan today is to hit the Lyon Mountain Fire Tower, from there move over to the Little Ausable Trail in Peru, New York, and then from there on to Ausable Marsh on the shores of Lake Champlain to fulfill the requirements of the challenge. This will have us hiking around 12 miles with about 2,200 feet of elevation gain. Normally on a small challenge like this, I've tried to hit all the stops on the list in the one day, but we have a few other eclectic things planned for today to fill in the gaps. I'm working on the Great Adirondack Life Challenge, the Adirondack 50 Falls Challenge, which will bring us over to Ausable Chasm to visit a few waterfalls, and I am working on my seasonal Adirondack Fire Tower grid. So today I'll be checking off a bunch of stuff off the 4 lists that I'm working, and we'll be making a quick little historical / pop culture / true crime kind of stop along the way. Now before we get rolling north to Lyon Mountain, we're going to do a brief cooking segment. Well, listen, I'm no Bobby Flay, and I'm no Emerald. Hell, I'm not even Rachel Ray, who grew up in the Adirondacks here. My specialty dishes, scratch that dishes, more like ridiculous, revolting concoctions, would turn the stomach of most billy goats, maybe even turn the stomach of Guy Fieri. I really don't know. But in honor of a few guys I know from the Adirondack High Peaks Forum, we're going to cook up some waffle-covered hot dogs. We're going to pop them in our pockets and then hit the trail where we're going to eat them along the way. If you've never had pocket hot dogs, you don't know what you're missing. So here's a shout out to Fly Fishing and Beer and Not Built for Speed for inspiring this segment. Alright, so here's the quick and easy recipe. Favorite hot dog, wrap it up in a waffle, boom, aluminum foil, pop it on the manifold. The Walking Fred has got our waffle wrapped hot dogs. We're going to put them on the engine and get the hell out of here because we got to get up the Lyon Mountain here.
Here we go. Let the engine do the cooking for you.
Okay, here's our quick stop at Ausable Chasm to check out Rainbow Falls, and now we're going to head out to Lyon Mountain. Okay, we just finished our 2 quick stops for waterfalls near Ausable Chasm. We stopped at Alice Falls, just down the road about a mile, which is part of a hydroelectric plant, and we just came off the bridge here at Ausable Chasm looking at Rainbow Falls. So, quickie, about 5-minute stops, now we're off the Lyon Mountain to get the real hiking part of the day started. We're heading down the highway about a mile outside of Dannemora right now. We'll be coming up on the prison walls of the Clinton Correctional Facility. If you recall, there was a famous prison break from the prison back in 2015. 2 murderers by the name of Richard Mt and David Sweat broke out. That was in June of 2015. There was a 3-week manhunt trying to find them. Matt was shot and killed in Malone at the end of June, and then David Sweat was captured 2 days later, just a few miles from the border in Canada, about 15 miles from where Matt was shot and killed near Malone. Okay, we are outside the walls of Dannemora right now. We're about 150 yards from the south wall. We're going to go take a look at the manhole cover that Matt and Sweat escaped through back in 2015 real shortly here. But before we do, I just want to make a brief comment about the great Showtime series that Ben Stiller directed called Escape at Dannemora. That starred Benicio del Toro, Paul Dano, Patricia Arquette, David Morse, Bonnie Hunt. It was a great series. There was a lot of scenes filmed here at the prison, and there was some scenic views of the Adirondacks taken from the backyard of the prison. So give that a look if you haven't seen it. It's definitely worth watching. But now we're going to get out of the car and go take a look at that manhole in the middle of the road to see the escape route. Okay, here we are. This is the manhole that Matt and Sweat escaped through to complete their prison break back in 2015. If you look around on the internet, you'll see all kinds of photos of Governor Cuomo coming here for a big photo op with state police and so forth, looking down the manhole. It's an interesting little spot, great little pop culture kind of location. And we're going to stop filming here before the screws are onto us and rush us out of here. So, enjoy. Okay, here we are at Lyon Mountain for the first leg of the Northern Pathways Challenge. We are at the summer trailhead, which is about 8/10 of a mile down the access road. If you were to do this in winter, you would have to walk that additional 8/10 of a mile and about 300 feet of elevation gain in order to get this mountain done. But today we got to drive all the way in. Right now we just stepped onto the trail. The trail register is up the way just a little bit here. Lyon Mountain is on no fewer than 5 different challenge lists. In addition to the Northern Pathways Challenge, there is the Fire Tower Challenge, there is the Adirondack 29, there is the Adirondack Blue Challenge, and the Adirondack 100 Highest. So the walking Fred, who's standing right behind me, is going to get a 5-bagger today. He's going to get this mountain checked off 5 different lists. I've been here a number of times before. I've already finished 3 of those challenges that I just listed. So today I'll only be doing Lyon to get the Northern Pathways Challenge knocked off the list. And I'll be doing this for my Adirondack seasonal fire tower grid. There are 25 fire towers in the Adirondacks. I'm going to do them all in all 4 seasons, which means there's 100 different fire towers. If we knock off Lyon today, I will be at 69 out of 100. So that's what we're working on as far as challenges and lists, and we're going to head up the trail and get this thing started. Here's what I forgot to tell you. It's 3.5 miles to the top with 2,000 feet of elevation gain. So a 7-mile round trip to get Lyon. It's a respectable climb, a little steep in places, but a fun climb. So here we go. So we are on the new Trail to Lyon, well, what everybody refers to as the new Trail to Lyon, which is odd because it opened in 2008. So it is 13 years old, which is a strange thing to be calling new. But the old trail used to go straight up the mountain, incredibly steep, but it was a lot shorter than this trail. The current trail has a lot of switchbacks. It's a little bit longer. People still take the old trail. It's not grown in, it's not brushed in. So if you know where it is, you can still take it. Okay, we are knocking out the Northern Pathways Challenge today in one day. And if you're in the mood for that kind of short challenge, where you can do it all real quickly and then get your patch in a short period of time, there are a bunch of other short challenges in the Adirondacks. There's the Fulton County 5, there's the Mariah Challenge, there's the Fulton Chain Trifecta, there's the Tupper Triad, and the Chester Challenge. Give them all a try. They're all worth the effort.
take you to different parts of the park, see a bunch of different places, bag a bunch of different peaks, go enjoy yourself in some of these towns and spread your tourism dollars around. Well, I just managed to impale myself on a branch. I'm bleeding like a stuck pig here. This is not good. Well, I guess I'm going to have to clean this thing up. Get a bandage on it. I mean, there's blood all over the ground here.
You're going to attract the bears.
I am bleeding all over these ferns.
Bloody ferns.
This is not funny. Look at it, God,
Holy
just
shit.
slice the tip of my fucking finger.
Oh.
There it is. Slice the
dear
tip.
God.
Gotta be in frame.
Yeah. What
What's
good
how
is
good is cutting your finger unless you can get it on camera?
why you carry the stuff? You hope you never need it, but when you do, you need it. Good lesson.
Well, I've got blood everywhere. This is what this looks like now. I mean, it's going right through the gauze. Blood on the rocks. There's all the gauze and the antiseptic stuff. Blood on ferns. More blood on the ferns. I mean, I got blood 5 feet away in the ferns. There's blood everywhere. All over my shorts. All over my shirt. Well, this was a real treat. I am still bleeding here, so I don't know. Continue onward and upward. I'm giving up now. All right. Well, we just took about a 15-minute break, if you want to call it that. But I'm patched up. My clothes are covered in blood, and we're going to continue up the mountain. This isn't even the worst that I've ever bled on a hike. About 10 years ago, I took a face plant coming down Giant. I walked around for like 2 weeks with a scab that made me look like I had a Hitler mustache. So, there you go. Minor injury today, a lot of blood. Makes for a good story, I suppose. But we just wasted a good chunk of time here as we're charging up this hill. And hopefully I don't get this stupid thing infected for the rest of the day. So the walking Fred was making fun of me about attracting bears because my finger was bleeding all over creation. But he just brought a pita filled with peanut butter and honey. The bears are going to come running. Here's the old trail going up the mountain at a hell of a grade. We're going to continue on the new trail at the easier grade and go through the switchbacks. windy up there. Well, we just got driven off the summit of Lyon as we were enjoying a view. It started to rain, and we met a couple of folks who told us a storm was coming this way when none was forecast earlier in the day. So we're beating feet back down the mountain. Hopefully we get a couple 300 feet down this thing before the rain really starts, and we can get to a spot where it's safe for us. We've been very lucky today. We've had no black flies, no mosquitoes, no other bugs, which is a nice treat for the middle of June. It's been a little windy, probably kept them away a little bit, and the rain certainly helped, but we've been dodging the bugs today, thank God. While you're at Lyon Mountain, another hike you can do is going over to Averill Peak. You can either bushwhack from the summit down into the col between the two mountains and then up to Averill, which some folks have had problems with, others have done very easily. Or you can walk all the way back down Lyon, drive your car, I don't know, 5 miles, 10 miles around the corner, and just tackle Averill from its base. I did it that way a couple years ago, and compared to times of other folks who had done it, you know, via the bushwhack route, it was about the same. So, you know, pick your poison. The other consideration here is these two peaks are the most northern of all the peaks in the 100 highest. So if you're going to drive from, let's say, Albany 160, 170 miles, you might as well knock them out both in one day. So there you go. Okay, well, the walking thread is signing out of the register, which means we've completed the first leg of the CAT's Northern Pathways Challenge. And we still got 2 little nature trails to do around town to knock this thing off today, which should be no problem.
And I can finally take off Mr. Kool-Aid's pelt.
Yes. We just finished coming down off Lyon Mountain, and we just realized in our haste to get on the trail at the beginning of the day, we totally forgot about our waffle-wrapped hot dogs that were sitting on the engine. So they've been sitting here for the last several hours. They're obviously cooked. They probably have already cooled off, but I think we're going to try to maybe eat them anyway. So Fred, let's pop this thing. What do we got? All right. They're obviously cool.
They're room temperature.
All right. Let's see what we got.
Ooh, look.
How do they look?
Nice. Ready?
Oh, look at that. How are they?
Salty and sweet.
Nice. Well, I'm going to put honey mustard on mine. Well, this ain't the best looking thing, but put some honey mustard on there, a little sweet, a little savory.
For 4 hours on the trail, anything's good, Mike.
Yeah, that's
Magua. Excuse me.
makwa.
Magua.
Well, let's see what this looks like.
Cheers.
Cheers. This could be the worst thing I've ever eaten.
It's not great.
Usually I say anything after a hike is the best thing I've ever eaten. This ain't one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, I am standing on the shore of Chasm Lake, and in the background behind me is Lyon Mountain. We can actually make out the fire tower right now. You probably won't be able to see it with the detail on this camera. However, that's the view. That's what we just climbed. Okay, so here we are for the second leg of the CAT's Northern Pathways Challenge. We are at the Little Ausable Trail in Peru, New York. We're going to cross the road and head into the trail in a second here. We've actually picked up a third participant on the day. Another one of the guys from the Adirondack High Peaks Forum is learning the trails as he goes by. Sundog, he goes by. And he's a hometown guy here, or from close to here.
Everyone.
He's going to show us the ropes through here. Well, I have to say this is the strangest trail we've ever been on to fulfill any requirement for a hiking challenge. A paved path, even though it's a nice area and some nice views, and we got a lot of birds and animals. We just missed a rabbit off the side of the trail, but feels very weird after coming down off rugged Lyon Mountain to be walking on a pavement right now. Well, this trail is so grueling that we're going to finish off the easy part of it, and then stop at Stewart's to get fueled up for the rest of the way. I think I'm good for some ice cream. How about you guys?
Can't wait for ice cream and some gas station pizza later on.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. You're in the mountains with Makwa, and I'm sitting in a Stewart's eating ice cream in Peru, New York, right in the middle of a hike. I'd rather sit outside.
It's cool over here. It's humid out there.
All right, leg 2 of the CATS Northern Pathways Challenge is now done. We're about 100 feet from the car. We're going to jump in the car and drive over to Ausable Marsh, knock out a couple miles over there to finish the challenge. This was a nice little meetup with a forum member, and he showed us the town of Peru, which was nice of him, and it was good getting out stretching the legs around town here. Okay, here we are at the last stop of the CATS Northern Pathways Challenge. We are at Ausable Marsh. Nice little lowland hike in a marsh right on the shores of Lake Champlain. We're going to walk in maybe a mile, maybe a little bit more, turn around and come out, and that'll knock off the challenge for us. Let's see what we got here. A nice information board to start the hike. Okay. This little waterway here. It is a nice wetland in here though. Very pretty. This place is absolutely beautiful. I wish we had some better weather and some more time to explore this place, because it looks like a beautiful spot to take in some wildlife and some birds and so forth, and really gorgeous here. Well, holy crud, I almost just tripped over the carcass of, I don't know what the hell it is.
A turkey?
Could be a turkey, could be a hawk, could be a eagle, I don't know what the hell it is. It's got talons. Does your chicken have large talons?
I don't know, but this is some true detective shit. I'm turning around. I'm out of here.
Fred is totally freaked out.
This place has a weird energy, don't you think?
Yes, this does have a true detective energy to it. Oh my God.
I'm unnerved by being here, and I don't want to be here.
I don't know if I've ever, in all my time hiking, come across something like this. Well, this might be a sign from the hiking gods to get the frick out of here, because the energy of large raptors is not to be messed with, the bad juju. So I think we're leaving. We managed to dodge the bugs all day long. No black flies, no mosquitoes, no nothing. But now we're walking around this marsh and getting eaten alive by mosquitoes the size of hummingbirds. They are just gigantic and voracious and bloodthirsty. So
They smell your open wound.
they smell my open wound, evidently, from earlier today. So we are getting the hell out of here. We have been creeped out by a large bird carcass and just a unsettling feel walking through this place in this kind of weather and this, I don't know, very strange stop. Glad we did it, very pretty, but we're going to be very happy to get the hell out of here. So there you go. Okay, we are done with the Ausable Marsh, which means we are done with the CATS Northern Pathways Challenge. It was a great day today. We did Lyon Mountain, we did the little Ausable Trail, and we did Ausable Marsh. It was a great one-day challenge. Unfortunately, the weather turned on us. We got rained on. We got a little creeped out here at the last stop, but it was a great day. Glad that the Walking Fred came out. Great that the Sundog came out and showed us around Peru, New York, and we had fun. We had fun. So now we're gonna have a beer and then go grab some dinner. So hold on. Okay, we are done with our hiking day, which can mean only one thing: that we're gonna have a beer. We took 12 miles worth of steps today, but the last step of any good hiking day is to have a beer. So tonight I'm having a Blue Moon Belgian White, and the Walking Fred is having a, what is it?
A Pils Mafia, the official beer of the Bills Mafia. Wonderful Pilsner from Buffalo, New York.
Okay, I'm going to crack this open. Fred already cracked his open.
I couldn't wait.
Cheers. Congratulations on the
Congratulations.
challenge. Fantastic.
See you, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Well, after we polish off these beers and change up, we're going to drive down to, I think we're going to go to Pottersville, exit 26. We're going to get the best gas station pizza in the Adirondacks. I kid you not. So stay tuned for that, and hopefully their pie is on point tonight. Okay, we are in Pottersville for dinner at the, I don't even know what kind of gas station this is, but this is the best gas station pizza in the frickin' world right here. And we have got some meat lovers. We've got some pepperoni. I bought a beer to chug down while we're having some dinner. Fred's already into the Walking Fred is already into his pie. And I am very excited to have this. I've been looking forward to this for a year, ever since the pandemic started. I stop here almost every single time I come down out of the Adirondacks for the pizza, because it's fantastic. Outstanding. Fantastic as always. Highly recommended. The pizza here is so good that it doesn't matter that I'm sitting 5 feet away from a can of Raid.
All the industrial solvents and cleaners.
All the industrial solvents and cleaners are right at arm's length from us, but we're still enjoying the pizza, which is fantastic.
That's all we have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you've made it this far, you are an Adirondack junkie. Comment down below. Tell us what you thought about the video. If you have any questions about the Northern Pathway Challenge, leave them down below. I would be happy to answer those questions. If you have any questions about any other challenges in the Adirondacks, leave those down below as well. Again, comment, tell us what you thought. If you liked the video, hit the like button. Please consider subscribing. Hit the subscribe button and click on that bell notification so that you can see all the other videos that are posted on the channel immediately. So again, thank you. Get out there. Hike. Enjoy. Make your own adventure. Hike your own hike. And of all the paths you take in life, make sure a few of them are dirt.